Hi, everybody, and welcome to Faces in the Field. My name's Adam Darengowski. I work with the communications team here at Miller Pipeline. Faces in the Field is, of course, where we highlight the efforts of one of our teammates out in the field making things happen. Today, that team member is Ben Creasap. He's a foreman out of Columbus, Ohio. Ben, thanks for coming on Faces in the Field.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first, let's just start with how you got into the natural gas construction industry. What brought you to this kind of work, and what brought you to Miller Pipeline?
We had a family friend who has been in the gas industry for over 30 years, does not personally work at Miller. He highly recommended this company. I was 19 at the time and looking for a stable career. And 10 years later, here we are.
It, you know, did you anticipate sticking in it for this long? Because I know construction guys kind of bounce around until they find their niche. What is it about this that has provided that kind of longevity that you were seeking?
It's simply the amount of work in front of us. I
Mhm.
never have to worry about jobs or anything. We have a ton of work here in Columbus. I know that it's there. It's a good stable environment. And to answer your question, I never really did anticipate sticking it out this long. It's just the way everything fell into place.
Yeah, sometimes it works out, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. What's maybe your favorite part about some of the work that you do on a day-to-day basis?
You know, I love the sense of accomplishment on completing a job. The day to day, the things I enjoy most are working with a crew, building together as a team, completing a job, knowing it's done right, being able to walk away from that, knowing, hey, I did an amazing job on that. A lot of the small things that people take for granted, things like that, make it day in and day out what I enjoy most.
Yeah. How often do you catch yourself driving by neighborhoods and pointing out jobs that you were on to your family members as you're going by?
More than they would like all the time.
I bet. What are some skills or qualities that you feel you maybe had inherently or have developed over the several years you've been doing this that help you be successful with the kind of things that you're tasked with every day?
Well, over the years, I've developed planning. Planning goes a long way from our first part in the morning with our JSA to understanding what our goal for the day is. Um, Planning something that takes a while to develop, especially in this field. The things that got me to this point that I came in with would be, hard work ethic, wanting to do things the right way, willing to learn. That's a huge one here.
Right. Being a foreman is basically being a team leader out there in the field. You're asked to do quite a bit while still not sacrificing safety, not sacrificing productivity. How do you go about finding that efficiency for your team to ensure that everything's done well, but everything is done in a timely manner?
Well, obviously, that being said, safety first and foremost, that's one of our core values. As far as getting things done productively, it just so happens that it's a process over the years where you learn and you adapt and you change. And sometimes, it takes some failing in order to succeed. So over the years, we've developed what works best for us.
You mentioned safety. How do you keep that at that first and foremost kind of mentality with your crew? How do you go about encouraging them to buy into safety wholeheartedly?
Well, we all have reasons we come to work. We all may love what we do, but we have reasons we come to work. And whether that's my laborers' kids or, their dogs or their girlfriends, like we all have a reason we're here. We all have things we enjoy outside of work. And I want to make sure they get home to enjoy those things. And we have to take that seriously because we work around a lot of different areas and, traffic, and there's a lot of things that could go wrong. So, putting safety first and foremost at the beginning of a job every day, one day at a time, that's what it takes for everyone to buy into that mentality.
Right. You know, you mentioned the things we do this all for. We have a program here called What I Live For. It just reminds us to be safe. Ben, what do you live for? What keeps you going to work?
You know, my fiance Samantha, my 3 year old son Wyatt, our amazing family that we have, and our great friends.
Absolutely. All great reasons. Well, we like to end every Faces in the Field with some rapid fire questions just to get to know you a little better. So I'm going to fire some. You just tell me what comes off the top of your head. Does that sound okay?
That sounds great.
All right, Ben. Favorite season to work in?
Summer.
Yeah. A little warm, though.
That's okay. I'll take the heat.
Yeah, there you go. New tools or day off?
New tools.
Yeah. You got to love the new tool smell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since we're coming up on January, or we're in January, watch the ball drop or get some sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah, you've seen it once. You've seen it 100 times, right?
Yep.
Are you a New Year's resolution person, or do you just go with the flow?
Go with the flow.
There you go. And then finally, what's your favorite core value and why?
I'm going to say safety first and foremost, the one we already talked about because of the reasons we have already discussed. We need to go home. We need to see our families. We need to enjoy life.
Absolutely. Well, Ben, thank you so much for coming on Faces in the Field. I appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. He's Ben Creasap. He's a foreman out of Columbus, Ohio. If you want to join Ben's crew, be sure to log on to MillerPipelineCareers.com. We're still have a lot of great and new gear on the Miller Pipeline store, so be sure to visit that and be sure to follow us on social media for all the updates going on in the Miller Pipeline world. This has been Facing the Field. We will see you next month.